Wu-Sabat, Yasar. We have several let my words be known by way of Panabab Ya'anun. Wu-Sabat, Yasar.
If you all now, after 15 years, get on one page, I will be home with you. It's not about people trying to tell my legal team what they think. No one has that right except me. No, no one. They did not hire them, I did, and told them they do not have to explain what they are doing to none. They feel in their hearts, as I do, most really never wanted me home. Clear? Clear. So now the ones of my family who don't just live off of me and want me home, support my legal team. They filed already on the 8th of July. If they want to see what was filed, go pull it up and read it. If they have more facts, then fax it to the legal team. Bottom line. How much did each pay out of their own pocket to lawyers, not just use others' money? And have so much to say. What was their plan for freedom? Lay it out for all to see. All can go pull up what Victoria and Mario has planned for me. So I'm clear.
Wu-Sabat Yasar. Letter for all. As the sun appears to rise at dawn, Atun, and travels to the west and stop at high noon, Atun, then moves onwards and around to the dusk in the west, Amun. The triumph of illumination, rays give us life and nutriment and nourishment for this planet and all that dwell and live upon it. We give thanks to the symbol of the triad as we do in our times of prayers. Psalm 55, 16 through 17. And the triad and our ancestors, the Holy One, Hara, Horus, the holiest one, Ashtet, Isis, and the Holy of Holies, Asar, Osiris, the Trine in Trinity, Matthew 18:20. I greet you all with divine love, grace, and bliss. All had lost me on the 3rd, and I was very happy for a moment. Let me explain so you can let my words be known. I've been having a lot of angioedema attacks, more than before. Each morning I woke with hives and swollen lips. These people see it, acknowledge it, and say they don't know how to treat it. Lay back down if it gets worse. If you can't breathe, push your button, your cell button. Most are very nice to me. Well, for my born day, the 26th of June, I felt it coming on. Nothing I can do. Then, with all that went on with my case and the hiring of new lawyers, and some not trusting my choice, gossip, slander, all coming at once at me. I was so stressed out day and night, felt weak, dizzy. Lay down most of the time, then meld more slander, gossip. The houses not getting along. People I love hate each other, infighting. I had it. I let it come, and by July 2nd, when I laid at around 8 p.m. to sleep, I felt real weak, sick, eyes dim, head hurt, could not eat, teeth loose, and slight hives. So I tried to fall asleep. I must have fallen, because I had what I thought was a dream of black hands choking me. I could not breathe. I popped up, still could not breathe. Went to get to my cell button before I reached, and that's all I remembered. Next thing I saw was myself laying on the cell floor. I was outside my body looking down from my upper corner. I did not itch from hives. I had no pain in my mouth. I could see clear. I felt really good. Then I felt to myself, raise your eyes, and I saw the bluish, greenish illumination spinning vortex before me. I could see silhouettes of my family members beckoning and looking down once again at my body on the floor as Yanun. I felt sorry for Malachi laying there. Strange. I know, yet that is what I felt. Two separate emotional feelings Right as I made up my mind to cross over, a hand with long fingers touched my left shoulders. It was Lukhat. She said, "Not now, or not this time, Baba." And suddenly I felt myself actually drop and really hit the cell floor hard. Bang. Yet I still could not move. Then I heard bang, bang, bang. From afar, it repeated over and over as it seemed to get louder and closer. Then I heard, "York, York, York, can you hear me?" I could hear him, yet could not move. I heard him say from afar, "He is not responding over his CB. I now know." Repeat was said. "He is not moving, responding." All this is clear, yet I still could not move. Then I could move my head. I looked to see where the flashing light was. It was an officer outside my cell door window flashing his light. Once he saw my face, he said over the CB, "He looks effed up." Messed up in the face. Is CB what? He repeated, "He looks pretty bad." I couldn't move then, so I crawled to my bed, pulled halfway up on it, then could not move or speak. My lip was much too deformed to speak. My body started to shake. I don't know why, yet I heard him say over CD, "He is starting to switch." What? Question mark. Switch. I did not feel this. Next, I kind of sat up. The door opened. Then they came and asked me what happened. I tried to explain that I have angioedema. They asked, "What is that?" I could not speak clear. No doctor or PA, physician assistant, was there, yet I did see my watch. It was 3:45 a.m. So I must have been laid dead on the cell floor for quite some time before being found. Next, they told me, "Stand, come to your cell bars," and handcuffed me behind my back, took me out once the bars was open, and walked to the hall and sat me on a chair. A PA came, looked at me, and told the lieutenant, "Yes, that is York." I have seen him like that many times before. The lieutenant asked, "What do we do? What is his medication?" Other officers were also standing there. The one who found me and another one with the lieutenant. I did not ask for names, yet they can be gotten by the day, the time, and who was on my block D, block B, range lower cell 302. And that will let you know who was there that night and who was in the booth that night. So after the PA came and said that, he took my blood pressure, still high. He said, "Nice, man. We'll take him back to his cell. There's nothing we can do for him." "Mr. York, you hear me?" "Yes, sir. If you feel you can't breathe, push your cell button." "Okay?" "Yes, sir." They returned me to my cell. That was it. I must have fallen back asleep. I did not get any medication. I woke up with hives, lips still swollen, just not as much, still in pain. That was the night of July 3rd, 2016, between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. I was dead, I know it, because if you remember on the land, angioedema killed me before on the land, and Dr. William Thompson revived me back to life, right in front of others. So I know death, I was there before. So from that night, angioedema has been with me each day. It's now inside, at work, is how I feel. It's taken over and in time will kill me for good. Now, by July 20th, my mouth hurts. I think because when I fell or hit the cell floor, I loosened my fixed bridge in my mouth. My teeth really started to act up and hurt. I could see my gums on the upper left side swollen and left side of my face hurting in my mouth and my temple. I took aspirin. It helped a little bit, but the pain comes back. Then I fell out looking at TV out of nowhere. I woke up hot, burning up. I knew my mouth must have been infected. I had a temperature. This time I pushed the cell button. No one came for hours. Then a pill nurse. 2 of them came to give other inmates their meds. I called out and the Asian one stopped and asked, "What?" I said, "I have a fever. I'm burning up. My mouth hurts." She and the other nurse opened my door, checked my mouth, and told the officer, "Take him to the medical office," which they did. They asked me what I felt and checked and saw what it was. I told them of my angioedema attack. They both knew of it. They took my temperature, said yes, it's 112. And his, now at this point, Panabab Yanun wrote big words. So these were the medical terms that the physicians or nurses were using at the time. They took my temperature, said yes, it's 112 degrees, and his big words is big words. The agent said, "Let me look into your mouth." I opened. She said, "Yes, it's big words. His throat is big words." She asked, "Do you drink water?" I said, "Yes, ma'am, lots." She says, "But his tongue is completely dry." They asked other things. Check my breathing. Said the tips of his lungs are big words. If he does not big words, he will get pneumonia. She said, "You can die. Put in a cup out to see the dentist now." I did, and on the 27th, they came and took me to the dentist here. He looked at me and said, "You're from Northeast Africa, am I right?" I said, "How do you know that?" He smiled, "Your tribal scars." Nice man to x-ray. He said, "Your mouth is bad. These all must come out, or they will fall out, or you can become infected and spread up to your eyes, blind you, or even infect your blood and kill you. So what do you want? I can pull them now, your choice." I knew that being that I'm in a lockdown cell 23 hours and they take their time on that cell button, I don't give you anything. If I let him pull my teeth and send me back to my cell, I know I will suffer alone. And it's been too much this month. I will wait, I told him. He said, "Okay, sign." I did return to my cell. Can't chew. Now you have the story. With all the infighting, gossip, slander, lies, family hate, I'd rather pass than face you all and all that. Why? Because I choose my own legal team and express how I feel and why I'm still in jail? That is bad. Why? Then instead of explaining why, what some do is change the subject and start to gossip, slander about A, about B, about C, about B, and about D. Anything except having to explain to my sister Wakia why her baby brother is still locked up after 14 years. Tribes, money, multi-lawyers, explain. Oh, shut up and get with the program unless you really don't want me free. So you change to the point, the fingers, when this has nothing to do with my case. Now, I got much mail coming from all over the place. No gossip, no slander. Just Pops, we love you. You're what matters, not parties. Who is leader? You're not a book to us. We want you free. You said support Victoria and Mario. That is what we will do. We love you, Baba. Wow. I did not even know all these people who still existed. Was not being told that. Letters from Europe, Africa, Caribbean, all over America. Really, so much love for me. I did not know. Please tell people I did not know. So many letters and cards will be coming in. I can't answer your questions. Too many. I laid the mail over my bed and smelled the sweetness of some. Fell asleep on your mail. Woke up on the 28th. Pain in teeth, gone. Your loving powers reached me, and I read so many. I actually could hear voices really speaking to me. Some were crying. I felt that. I saw herds in my sleep looking at me, saying, we do love you. Don't leave us. I woke, gathered the mail, started reading some more. I just want you all to know you do have healing in your wings. I feel it. Send some to my sister. Please, for me. She loved me my whole life, and she has been by my side from day one. So I want you all to know I love you, and know I can't take you if I die this way. My people will be upset, yet I love you. To both houses and whole tribe. Let my words be known. Keep the love coming, yet love all others. Old man time, the green one, Baba Yanun. I get mail from all over the world, son. Lots of it. Please inform people there is no way I can answer all. And there are questions like this. For one, don't have that many stamps, envelopes, papers, and no, they are not allowed to send me stamps. That is a violation. Make that clear. Also, my hands is 71 years old, used for doctrine, so I love them all. Did not know I was loved so much, yet it's kind of late for this body now. If things don't move fast, I don't think I can beat this angioedema, high blood, bad teeth, other things that come with age, and mostly the depression and abuse is killing me. The lack of love between you all, infighting, slander, gossip, makes me want to tap out. Son, I live in physical pain. Old man time, the green one. So family, we stress for you all not to send Panabab Yanun any stamps, envelopes, or paper. That is a violation. Some did try to send some in the past. He did send the violation papers. We cannot send that to Panabab Yanun. Legal. Greetings to you, my beloved sons and the Nibs, by way of our ancestors and overseers from Orion and Sirius, sending upon you divine love, actual facts, truth, and the way, with grace and bliss. I pray you all are in the very best of health, both physically and spiritually. Well, son, how do you like the black and gold flag of the Nib with the red, black, and green small flag of the Natharu overseers, black background, gold symbol like 3 pyramids, gold fringes? Well, son, I really wrote this letter about Liberia, ECOWAS, America, and my repatriation. You see, I know that most think we lost the case in ECOWAS, Nigeria. That is not true. I know ECOWAS would not be in favor of a 71 years old sick person over a whole government such as Liberia. No, 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 son, it doesn't work that way. All I wanted was for an African court outside of Liberia to have them to confirm my diplomat status in open court, and that the AU, African Union, confirmed it as they did by letter. That is all I wanted. And all we need, why? Because the first ECOWAS, Nigeria, America, Liberia, each signed onto the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations, which has ruled they signed on, which has rules they signed onto followed, and obeyed. And it was drawn up not in Africa nor America. Rather, it was drawn up in Europe, Vienna. So ECOWAS, America, nor Liberia have the last say in this matter. We got what we needed from them on the record in the final judgment. The final judgment confirmed my diplomatic appointment. That is it. Now, the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations has rules set in international law. And it's for diplomat to violate his or her diplomat immunity. He or she must violate one or more of the three when it comes to crimes. Look it up. The three you will see, I did not, by the charges or crimes, violate any of the three rules of diplomat must violate to lose his or her diplomat immunity. That is a fact, no matter what ECOWAS stated in their final judgment. Now, next point. So it was Liberia government themselves who first sent a judicial notice to the U.S. They hired their own Liberia attorneys. 1. Francis Y.S. Galawala. 2. Jenkins KZB Scott. 3. Attorney Morris Kaba, Ministry of Justice. And they drew up and filed what is known as the amicus brief to the U.S. Appeal Court in Atlanta, Georgia, the 9th of March 2005. In it, they dealt with my case and the charge in my favor. Request I be released, charges are dropped, and also was up and sent apostille by the Liberian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the 5th of November 2012, by the Deputy Minister, Legal Counselor, Bokai N. Kenneth. A final judgment confirmation of the court held in Liberia, signed by Judge Honorable Yusuf D. Kaba. Attested by Mary Main Hall, Notary Republic of Liberia. In that court final judgment, it was confirmed that I am a full diplomat, agent, consul general, and that I fall under full diplomat immunity, and that the government of Liberia must protect their diplomat. Now, next, son, for us to confirm that Liberia did have copies of all my documents, we hired consular at law in Liberia to confirm it. Jerome G. Koya did just that on October 25th, 2012. He got the U.S. Embassy in Liberia to confirm that they have documents to inform the United States State Department they have 1. Final judgment, Liberia courts. 2. Diplomat passport number 003828-04. 3. Letter from ex-president Charles Taylor of my diplomat appointment, December 15, 1999. He did that, and we have even more letters by the officers. So it doesn't matter if Liberia don't like me or want me back in Liberia. The Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations will ask, why did your government reissue his diplomat passport in 2006 and 7 while he was in jail? Why did you not write an official letter removing him from post, which is the rules of law? No excuse. Why did you not put the U.S. on official notice when you appointed him to post? That is not his responsibilities. Why? Why did you hire lawyers to draw up an amicus brief on his behalf? Why did your court confirm his full diplomat status as a consul general and request him full immunity as a diplomat? Why? Why do you confirm before ECOWAS that your government did issue all his documents? Why did you not follow the rules of the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations on this man's behalf? You should be saying about now, with all this, Pops, 15 years, why are you still there? Because some of our own people really never wanted me out. They just pretended. Why? When you met Mario, some tried to attack him. Why? He was hired by me, not them. They can't keep me or you out of what they claim they're doing. Never updating, always the game of I can't trust anyone. That way, they did not have to reveal what they claimed they needed monies for. Over and over, I was not even updated or informed. The lawyers they hired with other monies only reported to them. That is why, son, and now that I hired a legal team, the fakest fear of being exposed as not wanting me free, living off of us. all. Truth is true. This team is ready already. First part is as of the 8th of July on my medical. I read it before. I loved it. It's clear and to the point. If denied, we take it up to the Supreme Court out of Denver where they all back each other. The fact of my health will be in my favor. And meanwhile, we have other projects we're on, Native American, Liberia. And she and I spoke about that and agreed. Now we hire a European legal team from inside Vienna to force Liberia and America, being the final judgment of ECOWAS, confirm all my documents. And the legal Republic of Liberia confirmed my appointment. Before my arrest and file a judicial notice ignored, we can come with a 2241 filing because according to U.S. law, a U.S. citizen loses their citizenship if they do these things. 1, I take an oath to a foreign government. I did that in 1996 in Liberia. 2, work for a foreign government. I did that in 1999. And others I did not do. Yet, the above 2 is enough to lose your U.S. citizenship. Look it up. So we are on the road, and no one to pretend no more with my life and our child's money. She stopped other visits of lawyers because they bill you for that. They bill you for phone calls. They bill you for mail. They bill you to draw promotion. They bill you if they go to court on your behalf. She said that must stop, and her and Mario put a stop to it. Fine with me, old man time. Yeah, I know.